of the Amazon Echo?
Yes, I am.
Good for you. What did you hear or see today that impressed you?
Well, actually, I've been procrastinating, and the thing that caught my eye the last hour or so was the Call Buddy system.
Oh, the Ask My Buddy. Yep.
Yes, Ask the Buddy, because I have an elderly mother at home, and I would feel comfortable having that, available. So that kind of sold me a little bit.
Yeah, so when we finish talking to you, Colleen, I'll show everybody exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, a free emergency service, so to speak, a way to have the elderly, have somebody older, have somebody that maybe lives alone, be able to reach out without even having to have a phone nearby. So it's pretty cool.
That's perfect. I do have a question.
Yes,
I do travel. It was fun talking to you guys.
Likewise. And Colleen, stay tuned because we're going to show you that Ask My Buddy feature now, so you and everyone else watching will understand how that works, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Now,
before we get into Ask My Buddy, let's also explain that has something to do with the app. Is that right?
All right. So I get this question a lot. I've been getting this question today on Facebook and all that good stuff. The app itself, the Her Name app, comes with something called skills. Skills are just a fancy name for apps within the app. So when you first turn your Amazon app on for the very first time, you're going to put your account information in there. But if you go to the home screen and you touch skills, you're going to see all of these skills start to populate. The skills are just selections. They're different places that you can go. Now, you ask her the weather, you ask her all that stuff, that's already built in, that's already part of it. All of these skills are free, by the way. What I'm about to show you is something called Ask My Buddy, and the way I found it is because I went up to the search engine there, and I just started to explore. But now that you know the name for it, all you'll have to do is type in Ask My Buddy, you'll see the skill appear, and it's going to ask you to do the following, for those of you wondering what Colleen is talking about. This is kind of like the old I've fallen and I can't get up, the little necklace you used to wear. You hit the button and it sends off an emergency alert. This is in no way affiliated with it, but what it's doing is kind of the equivalent, only better. Because let's say David with his mom being far away from her, concerned about her being alone. My mom, older, in her mid-70s. What if she slips and falls and isn't near a phone? You set up an account for your parents, grandparents, whoever it might be. You put their phone number and their name in the account. It's a free account. Then you build an emergency contact list. David would be the first name on there. Maybe his mom's neighbor because they're closer by. Whoever it might be, put 4 or 5 names. And then, in the unlikely event, God forbid it were to happen, somebody were to get hurt. And they can't get to a phone. They don't have their cell phone nearby. They can't get to their landline. They simply do this. Alexa, ask my buddy to alert my kids. Now.
Okay, I sent an alert to my kids.
Everybody on that contact list is going to get not only a text message, but they're going to get a phone call. And as you can see in real time, I'm getting a call because I'm on that emergency contact list. And this is what happens when everybody on that list answers the phone.
Hello, Zach. Hamilton sent you an alert via AskMyBuddy.net on Amazon Alexa. This alert is sent only if this person is asked for help. Please check on them now.
David's mom falls. God forbid it ever happens. Oh. She doesn't need to be near a phone. Doesn't need to have a cell or a landline. She simply speaks that command. David is instantly notified.
Now, I've got mom's emergency contacts in her neighborhood.
There you go.
And now I can call her next door neighbor and say, please go over and check on my mom.
Right.
I can then call the emergency services if it's a terrible situation and we need to get help there immediately in the way of an ambulance or the police or what have you, or God forbid the fire department, although she's got an alarm system that's pretty elaborate for all that. So that much is good. But I'll tell you, we're very, very excited about all the things that this can do. I want you to see.
Please remember, this service is not a substitute for dialing 911 in an emergency.